driving on pretty much this same road for about 3 hours, and I can't even stress to you, and I know I sound like a stuck record, just how little there actually is here. Oh my god, here is a car. We have not passed a car for a while. We're just driving and this is what it looks like, and this is how it's looked for 3 hours. The scale of this country never fails to surprise me. Good morning and welcome to the next West Coast road trip vlog. Today you join us in Monkey Maya and I am particularly excited for this video. Yesterday we headed to Denham from Calbury. It took about 4 hours. Didn't really film very much because we just kind of had a day of driving, chilling out. But today we have got up for sunrise pretty much to head to the RAC Monkey Maya resort where you can actually feed dolphins. We are about to head to see apparently loads of dolphins come in, and fingers crossed there actually is going to be a lot of dolphins, so let's go. As you can see guys, this is a pretty popular activity. Oh my god, I've already seen a dolphin. Are you joking me? What the hell? Pretty much as soon as we arrived guys, the dolphins were already there on the shoreline and they came so close into the beach. I've never seen anything like this. Also, this emu was just roaming around the beach like it owned the place. This was quite amusing, not gonna lie, but kind of scared me. It was massive. But yeah, the dolphins arrived pretty much on cue at 7:45 like clockwork, and apparently they have been doing that most mornings for the last 30 years.
So once the girls are settled and we're in a good spot for everybody to have a look, we can go ahead and feed in just a moment. We'll just give Jindy a little bit more time to have a look at her fish. Last fish is usually fed at the same time, just stops any dolphin arguments over the last fish. Thanks to their good friend Nikki, who used to finish her fish and then go and steal other dolphins.
That was honestly probably the best wildlife experience I've ever done. That was insane. Dolphins are so cute. Like the dolphins that were coming in here obviously know the people and they come in every day, so they're super friendly. They look like they were smiling, which I know they're not smiling, but they look like they're smiling. Honestly, that was just insane. That was literally one of the best things that we have done in Australia. I am buzzing over that. And also now we've sat and stopped for breakfast and look at what's going on at the side of me right now. Are you joking? Oh, I love Australia, man. We have treated ourselves to a little breakfast in Monkey Maya this morning. I went for a granola bowl. Tom went for poached egg. Looks pretty good. Also just went on some coffees. And we're still just sat here watching the dolphins. Like through here I keep seeing them. They're just popping up in the ocean. Just look at how beautiful this place is. Like so many palm trees. This is a little bar just on the beachfront here. Thomas over here. Yeah, this is called Monkey Bar, guys. This is actually part of the like Monkey Maya resort. There is a lot of accommodation here. Like holiday home, log cabin, backpacker accommodation.
Not very...
No, it looks a bit closed actually. But then obviously also like a campsite and like caravan park. We aren't actually staying at this one because it was completely fully booked. Even like over a week ago this was fully booked.
But it is a bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, we did not realise. Yeah, it's a bank holiday weekend this weekend in Australia. And also it is still fairly warm up here, so people are holidaying up here. And also it is actually quite a bit more expensive than where we're staying in Denham, so we actually don't really mind because it's only, how long did it take? Like 20 minutes in the car to get here?
Yeah, it's nothing really. Nothing
compared to the scale of the sort of driving that we've been doing. We were absolutely fine to just stay over in Denham, like the town.
And would have only been here a day anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a really gorgeous place. I cannot recommend this place enough. It is beautiful, genuinely such a gorgeous little resort, such a gorgeous beach. The weather's obviously helping, but the highlight, what was
dolphins.
The dolphins are the
we've
highlight.
Also made a purchase.
Oh, of course, we've got a little
every
one.
Animal we see on this trip, we just add to the collection.
Yep.
So this is Dolly.
Dolly the dolphin.
Reel me in to get it going, open me up. Sweet talking like you mean it, but you're making it so complicated. I f***ing hate it. Every time I get too close, you push me away. Don't wanna stick, telling me you don't want any obligations, and how you hate them. Don't call me just 'cause you're lonely.
We have just spent the last couple of hours sitting here. I was going to say sunbathing. I'm not really sure if it is sunbathing because it's only like 22 degrees. I guess we were still sunbathing actually. It's just not like mega hot, but It was just so nice to just relax, have a little nap. We saw a cute dog and just sit by the water, and the water is beautiful, guys, as well, like so crystal clear. I know I must have said this in literally every single vlog. I just can't get over it. So anyway, yeah, I was just relaxing here. I've even got a little bikini on. I haven't worn a bikini in a while. Like, yeah, we're gonna head back now and crack on with the very end of our Philippines e-guides, which will already be live. To be honest, quite a few will already be live by the time this vlog goes up, so we're gonna go finish those off now back at the campsite. Hello guys, it's been a little while. I look more alive than I looked this morning because we are going for dinner at a place called the Old Pearl Catcher or the Old Pearl Oyster. I'm not sure, it's the Old Pearl something, and it is one of like 3 restaurants in Shark Bay or like Denham, and we actually tried to go last night but they were fully booked, so we made a reservation for tonight. I think the thing with a lot of these like really small towns that only have like 1 or 2 restaurants is if you are planning to do this trip, book in advance. Like even just like when you get there, go and book, because if you just try to walk in, because there's only that 1 restaurant, everybody that's camping that's like, oh maybe we'll go for dinner tonight, is going to that same like 1 restaurant. But I'm particularly excited because they have some good veggie stuff on the menu here, and I'm also just really hungry, so we're gonna head out. My travel guides are about to go live on my site in an hour, so we're actually gonna be at the restaurant, but everything is ready to go for the Philippines e-guides to be live this evening, so I'm really excited. This is what I'm wearing and we're gonna go. This is ridiculous. The restaurant that we're going to is bring your own alcohol, which I actually love the premise of that. Like, yes, I would rather buy my own because it's cheaper. We bought some ciders to share and they're currently in my bag, and I sound like a sixth former sneaking out to a party on a Saturday. Like, why is my bag clinking? It's actually embarrassing. I'm like, oh, honestly, it's because I'm going to the bring your own alcohol restaurant, not because I'm just walking around with ciders in my bag. Anyway, good. Listen. Brilliant.
Take me away to Neverland, where colors fade my disbelief and make me forget my memories. Rent a car you can't afford.
Good morning from a very blustery Denham. We are still in Shark Bay. We have one more day here just kind of like chilling and getting some stuff in order. We've actually just done a full wash, so we've washed all of our clothes, and now we're going to head out to the beachfront to go to work in a cafe for a couple of hours, get some stuff sorted, get some onward travel booked, like finalise our like last kind of week plan. So yeah, a bit of an admin day, but yeah, it's needed. And also the weather's not amazing. It's so windy. Like, we wouldn't really be able to do too much in this weather, like even driving, because the vehicle's obviously like quite big. When it's windy like this, you can really feel it. Like, so I'm quite glad we've got a chill day. Sometimes a day in the life of living in a van just looks a little bit like this when the weather is bad. Why are you sat like that?
I'm comfy.
Yeah, we've not had the most comfortable day, guys. The weather has been against us. We are playing cards, and sometimes this is just how it is, you know? Not every day of van life is exploring and adventuring these beautiful blue waters. Sometimes you're just playing, what is this? Golf?
Golf.
Golf, apparently.
We just discovered it.
We did. Good morning from Shark Bay. For the final morning, we are about to head to our next destination up the west coast, which is Carnarvon. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, you'll notice I really didn't film very much yesterday. The weather was okay to start with. I didn't film anything because we were just working, getting the edit done for the vlog, stuff like that. Obviously, I am aware that most people when they're traveling don't spend as much time working as we do. We're like balancing working and traveling. So yesterday was one of those days, right? And then after around like 1 p.m, 2 p.m, the weather just started to turn, and it wasn't like raining per se. We were sitting in the camper van and you could feel the whole thing moving, like rattling around and like shaking. And then in the night it rained. Like, I have literally never experienced rain. It sounded obviously worse than it probably was because we were in the van, but then the van started to leak. So that was really good. And I was like to Tom, who was asleep, I was like, something's dripping inside. Like, I can definitely tell that it's not an outside leak, that is an inside leak. So I didn't get the best night's sleep, but I am in the driver's seat. We are sat here and it is a 3-hour drive to Carnarvon this morning. So yeah, it's 9:30 currently. Hopefully we're going to be there for about lunchtime, and apparently it's like quite a big town. It has like shops So we need to do a food shop when we get there. So the drive over to Carnarvon took around 3.5 hours and it pretty much all looked like this. And then our first stop once we arrived was the Carnarvon Space Museum. And the reason that this is here is because during the 60s and the 70s, basically during the space race and the lunar landings, NASA needed a base in the southern hemisphere to be able to track their rockets. And basically they picked this tiny town of Carnarvon because of its proximity to the equator. So it kind of put this little town in West Australia on the map.
And all is still called. The target for the Apollo 11 astronauts from 96 miles away.
Guys, look at my infrared picture of my nose. I constantly say to Tom, my nose is freezing, my nose is freezing. It's always so cold and never ever ever have a warm nose.
And there's the proof.
And there's the evidence.
I'm not sure what's going on with my face.
I don't know what's happening. So funny.
Why is my face so like white?
You just are cold, I think. We have just left the Carnarvon Space Museum. We think we might be saying it wrong. How do you think it's meant to be said, Tom?
I think I've heard some people say Carnarvon, so
I don't know how to pronounce
we
it.
should find out pretty soon.
I've been saying Carnarvon. I think I could be wrong.
Carnarvon, I think.
But we just left the Space Museum and we have headed to the jetty. They've got this like 1 mile jetty out to sea. Although it's not out to sea, it's like across the land.
It's a bit weird. Also, it doesn't look like a mile.
No, it doesn't look like a mile. And also, it's closed. This is what I would have been filming and showing you, and I believe that you can walk like the mile out to sea, but it quite clearly isn't a mile to sea, so I don't really know. Maybe we should go and read it and learn about it instead of me saying, I don't know what this is. Tom's off, Tom's gone, he's on an adventure. So update, it turns out it is Carnarvon. Everybody has been saying it like that, so I've been pronouncing it wrong for the whole video.
I think you still pronounced it wrong.
Carnarvon.
Carnarvon.
Carnarvon. But we have just arrived at the campsite. It's actually really nice, guys. We're just staying one night here because we're kind of making our way up to like Coral Bay, but I'll show you the view that we're at. It's actually a really beautiful green space. This is where we are, and then over here you can kind of probably just about make out. This is the space center that we were just in, so super close. This is the actual campsite. Really, really green. We're on grass tonight, which is one of the only times we've not been on concrete. So hopefully it doesn't rain like it rained last night.
Let your hair out in the wind. Put the pedal to the floor. Flame your light, take a smoke. Put your broken rib off, wafers on. Doesn't matter if the sun goes down. We'll still be up, still be up. Don't care about the place we found. We'll still be up, still be up. We're in this.
Good morning. It is now Wednesday. We spent the night last night here in Carnarvon, which I think is how you say it. We are heading off this morning. We do want to explore a little bit more of what this town has to offer. This is also kind of like the last major town that we're going to be visiting, so we're going to go back to Woolies because we realized we missed a few bits and I don't know when the next like big supermarket is going to be. I think the main thing I'm quite excited to do this morning is the so-called Carnarvon Fruit Loop, which is a little drive that you can do all through an area that's growing like fresh fruit, fresh veg, basically like home produce, and I think there's a couple of shops where you can buy it from as well, and apparently there's a really great smoothie and ice cream shop. We're gonna head there, get a little breakfast smoothie. Apparently it's quite famous here in Carnarvon, and we're gonna be heading onwards up to the Coral Coast and Coral Bay specifically. I'm very excited for that because the beaches up there, not that the beaches down here haven't been beautiful, but the beaches up there look incredible. Is this just done on honesty? I'm not sure, maybe. We went to the cactus place. Can't lie, we were a bit confused about where we're actually trying to get to because it's not really signposted. So we stopped to look at the cacti for a little bit. So we're driving back down the road that I think is the Fruit Loop road, but I'm not really sure. To a place called Bumbacks, or like Bumbacks, and apparently they're the place that sell all of the produce. Here we go, guys, we found the little shop. This looks so cute, called Bumbacks, so I was right. We've got little banana trees outside, look, that's really cool.
We can pretend the time is still. Stay in the daydream, chase the thrill. Make up the way as we go. Live for the moment, lose control.
Tom's laughing because the wet floor side is a banana, like a banana split. It looks like a Mario Kart thing. I think I told a lie, they don't sell smoothies, but they do sell ice creams, and this is one of their best-selling, award-winning mango and chocolate ice creams. Basically it's like frozen mango covered in chocolate. The lady in that shop was so lovely as well, so definitely do recommend checking this out if you're in Carnarvon, or however you say this. Oh my god, yeah, everything is like homegrown. The produce is really, really nice, and Tom's struggling to get in it, but he's got a banana split ice cream and it looks insane. Anyway, taste test. this is gonna be good. And I don't usually pick mango flavoured things. I basically picked this because it's like their best seller. Okay, no, that's good mango. That is good mango. That is not English mango.
You know what? I'm gonna take her a little journey. So my mum always used to make a really good banoffee pie, which she hasn't done for years. But this really reminds me of that. It's quite similar because it's got like the banana, the cream, like the biscuit.
I think they are quite a similar dessert. Whoa, sensitive teeth. So this is the Quabba blowholes, and this is quite a famous landmark because apparently when the water like swells in off of the ocean, the waves kind of come up through the rock. I'm not seeing that right now, like I don't know exactly where they mean, maybe over there, but there are actually quite a lot of people here. There's also a little like coffee stand, which is really rogue. Some of these waves are extremely powerful, guys. I've never seen water rise like this. Like, can you see it? We're already quite a bit above sea level. Like, these waves forming are massive. Look at it, it's crazy. Water like this actually really scares me because I just think, good God, that's so dangerous. What? Got a little cappuccino from the coffee van that's here, and we're just gonna sit in the car, or the van, just for a couple of minutes while I have the coffee and we can watch the blowholes from here. It is pretty windy out there. But yeah, this is really cool, guys. It's worth stopping at, although I will note it was a bit of a mission to get here. Like, the route that Google brought us wasn't the best. It is worth checking out and it is really cool. Obviously, do be safe. Like, there's a lot of warnings here that, like, you know, it's a risk to your life. Don't hang off a cliff to look at the ocean, you know, just the basic stuff really. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Anyway, now we're gonna head up to Coral Bay, which is where we are heading to spend the next couple of days. And that's like a 2-hour drive from here. 2.5 hours, not too sure. We have just arrived in Coral Bay, guys. We are staying at Ningaloo Coral Bay Bayview Backpackers Boats Bill's Bar and Arcade. I don't think that's the name of it, but basically Ningaloo Coral Bay, and it is the biggest campsite map I have ever seen. So we are staying pretty much slap bang in the middle of it, but the whole beachfront is this one resort. It's amazing. So they also have a bar, they have an arcade with a supermarket and a bakery in it, and they have just everything you could need on this one site, and it's on the beachfront. This is going to be amazing. Yeah, no, Coral Bay has won, guys. We are in the most beautiful place I've potentially, probably, possibly, maybe ever seen. We've just booked onto a boat trip for tomorrow. We're gonna go snorkeling, we're gonna go out on the water. I'm obsessed. This is probably the warmest temperature that we have cooked in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
actually so nice.
It's been a lovely afternoon actually, because this morning was a bit cloudy.
Yeah.
But like gradually as we've driven closer to Coral Bay, it's just come out nicer and nicer, and now it's just like a perfect evening. Such a nice evening. Yeah, for the first time, guys, I'm dressed not for winter. I've got a little summer dress on, admittedly. Yeah, currently I do have it on with a beach shirt just because it is a bit chilly while we're just sat cooking. I think we're gonna go for a few drinks. There's like a complex over here, as I said when we came in, where there's like a bar, a supermarket, like a little arcade, a bakery, like a dive centre, and the bar was pretty popular when we walked past it. Like, there was a lot of people already in there. They had happy hour on cocktails, so I thought, yeah, we'll have this stir fry and then I think we'll go for a little drink over there. I'm obsessed with the sunset, the colour of the sky. Oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous right now. It has me feeling all kinds of nostalgia and just like happiness and gratefulness. That word, grateful, basically, because this place is so beautiful. Not to sound so cringe, but I just feel so lucky. I was just saying this to Tom, like, we are so lucky to be in this absolutely beautiful environment. Like, good morning, guys. Today is an exciting day. We are going on a snorkeling boat trip at the Ningaloo Reef, which is probably the most famous reef on the west coast, I would argue. Some people say it's better than the Great Barrier Reef. So I have high hopes and expectations. Basically, when we got to Coral Bay yesterday, we went into like the little kind of resorty area where there was a few shops and there was a diving shop. We're not diving today, we're just snorkeling, doing like a boat trip. But we booked onto it there and then. Like, we didn't have this plan, but we kind of knew that we wanted to do something. So we decided to just go snorkeling
snorkeling on the reef itself, and it's like a little organised boat trip. I think there's maybe going to be like 6 or 8 of us on this boat, I'm not too sure, maybe more. But yeah, we've brought some ciders, I've got a bikini on under here. This outfit is so mismatched because I've got like a bikini on and then like a little skirt cover up, but right now it's quite chilly and they do advise bringing a jumper, so I was like, right, but it's not really the vibes right now, but without the jumper the outfit's cute, trust me. But we're gonna set off and I'm so bloody buzzing. Apparently it's like so often and so common that you see turtles here, so hopefully there's gonna be a turtle in the vlog.
Don't care about the place we found. We'll still be up, still be up. We're in this together. We both fall down. Doesn't matter if the sun goes up. 'Cause we will still be.
We are back from the snorkeling trip. It was so good. We saw so many turtles, guys. You've probably seen the video. I don't think I've ever swam so close to turtles and got it on video. Like, we've definitely seen turtles before on... Actually, to be fair, I don't think we saw turtles on the Great Barrier Reef. We definitely saw them in Thailand, but we didn't get any videos of it like that. And it was just insane. The reef here is beautiful. Like, we did so much swimming. I think Tom and I worked it out. We did about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes of just swimming in the ocean. For me, is a lot. Like, I'm not a particularly strong swimmer, but the current wasn't like crazy, so it was actually fairly manageable. But yeah, it was just beautiful, so stunning. Really recommend actually. Like, we literally just walked into the shop here in Coral Bay yesterday and booked this for today. Obviously in peak season it probably does get busier, but like, yeah, super easy to organize. Really enjoyed it. The group that we did it with were lovely. We're gonna go and watch the sunset now because it is like 5:15 and it's just been a really nice, really wholesome day. I've really enjoyed it. Coral Bay is beautiful, as is the reef, so gonna watch the sunset over it now. Look at the colour of the sky. There is no filter on this, no colour correction. It's literally red. Oh, it's struggling to focus because there's a lot of like bright lights down here, but that's a star. That's how bright that star is. Like, are you freaking joking me? Actually, I'm gonna insert my iPhone photos over the screen because they actually do look a bit better, but I feel like you can kind of tell just from the screen here. This is unreal. This is the most pink/red I've ever seen a sunset, and the sunset time was about 2 hours ago now, guys. Maybe an hour and a half. So this is crazy.
Okay, so we're going to end this vlog here. Typically a bird's just piped up, you can probably hear that. But thank you all for watching, and stay tuned in the next one for some... Are we saying what we're doing?
Yeah, I'll have already put it on Instagram.
For some whale sharks, which should be pretty exciting, so you don't want to miss that one.
It's going to be a highlight of the time on the west coast. Don't know why I just pull my glasses down to do that, like. But I'm
yeah,
so
it's going to
excited.
be pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We really enjoyed visiting all of the locations in this vlog. I actually think the further up north we've got, the better this trip is getting, I would say.
I think the weather's got better, which makes us better, puts us in better moods.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one.
Bye.